Hi guys, welcome to day 10 of your NTI packet. Today we are going to talk about I can use proportional relationships to solve real world problems. This is a review from way back in the beginning of the school year when we did proportions. So you guys should be familiar with this. You just may have to think about it a little bit. If you look at our examples, you can see that we set it up as two ratios as proportional, and we do the cross products or the butterfly method with it to get an answer. And then, as always, we need you to restate your answer. So the first two have examples here, but we're going to do them on the other side of the page. So let's flip over and get started. Okay, it says the scale on a map is 2 centimeters to 15 miles. So I'm going to go ahead and box that in. 2 centimeters equals 15 miles. Dave measures the distance to the next town at 7 centimeters. So he is looking at 7 centimeters. How many miles away is the next town? So we're looking for miles. So if we set it up, we're going to say 2 centimeters over 15 miles is equal to, this is 7 centimeters, and so centimeters should go with centimeters, so it should be directly across. So we've got 7 centimeters, and we're looking for how many miles, so we're going to say X miles, okay? All right, so that is our cross product. Our proportion, we're going to use cross products now, so we're going to say 2 times X is 2X, and 15 times 7, so 15 times 7 gives us 105. So 2x is equal to 105. Now I can divide by 2 on both sides. And my x is equal to 52.5. So in the box I'm going to write 52.5, and I'm going to look up, and I'm looking for miles, so I need to write 52.5 miles. That's my unit, okay? Now you need to do a restate. I'm not going to take the time to do that right now, but that is the expectation for you guys. Okay, number 2 is an NFL team kicker misses 2 out of every 11 field goals. If he missed 8 field goals throughout the season, how many did he attempt? So let's say we have 2 misses out of 11 field goals or 11 attempts, okay? If he misses 8 throughout the season, how many did he attempt? So let's do 2 miss out of 11 attempts. Okay. Now, the next number is 8 missed, so it goes directly across from the 2 missed. And how many attempts? So X attempts. Okay, so we have our proportion set up, and now we're going to do our cross products. So we say 2 times X is 2X, and 11 times 8 is equal to 88. Alright, so that is our equation set up here, and now we're going to divide by 2 on both sides, and it looks like X is equal to 88 divided by 2, which is 44. So I'm going to write 44 here, and I'm looking at this 44, my X equals for attempts, so 44 attempts. Okay, alright, number 3 is Harvard University accepts 6 students for every 100 applicants. How many students will be accepted if 850 applicants apply for admission? Okay, so 6 accepts for every 100 applied. Okay, how many students will be accepted? That's our X, right? Our question. If 800 applicants apply. Okay, so let's set up our proportion. We have 6 accept for every 100 apply, which is equal to X accepts, because it's how many students will accept, for 800 150 that apply. Okay? Do cross products, so we have 6 times 850. So 6 times 850 is equal to 5,100. So 5,100 is equal to, my other cross is 100 times x, so equals 100x. Now I'm going to divide by 100 on both sides. And that means if we divide by 100, we get 51. So we have 51, and if we look, 51 is accept x. So A, C, C, E, P. 51 are accepted. Okay. All right, number 4 says Sophie can type 128 words in 3 minutes. How many minutes will it take her to type 576 words? So let's 128 words, 3 minutes. How many minutes, so that's our question, that's our x, will take her to type 576 words, okay? So let's do words to minutes. So I'm going to say 128 words over 3 minutes is equal to, it says how many minutes, so that's my x minutes. And we'll type 576 words. Okay, so I've set up my proportion. If I do cross products, I have 128 times x. So 128x is equal to 3 times 576. 3 times 576 is equal to 1,728. Okay, so now I have to divide by 128 on both sides. And that gives me, looks like 13.5, okay? So I'm going to write 13.5, and it's for minutes, not words. 13.5 minutes. Okay, 13 and a half minutes. All right, so let's look at number 5. Make sure that you are restating on these. Like I said, I did not take the time to do it, but the expectation is that you will restate on these. All right, number 5 says the United States Air Force has 19 women for every 81 men enlisted. If a squadron has 250 members, approximately how many are men? All right, so this is a little bit different type of question. It has men, women, and members. And members means men and women, okay? So we're going to have to do a little thinking about this one and do some calculations before we set up our proportion. So we have 19 women and for every 81 men, okay? And then it says we have 250 members, okay? So, and it says approximately how many are men. Well, let's go ahead and find out for however many 19 women and 81 men. If you put those all together, 19 women plus 81 men would equal 100 members, right? So for every 19 women, you have 100 members, and for every 81 men, you have 100 members, because 19 plus 81 equals 100. Okay, so now we have all 3 of our parts of the ratio. We have the 2 parts, and we have the whole. All right, so it's asking us if a squadron has 250 members, approximately how many are men. So it looks like we're looking for men to members. So let's go over here and we have 81 men. For every 100 members is equal to, our question is how many are men, so X men to 250 members. 250 members. Alright, so that is our proportion. That's what we need. So if we cross products, we have 81 times 250. 81 times 250 gives you 20,250. and then 100 times x is equal to 100x, okay? Now divide by 100 on both sides, and we have 202.5, so we're at 202.5, and we're looking for men. Now you may say, Ms. Banks, how can you have a half of a man? But if you look up here, it says approximately how many are men. So it's saying, you know, if you average 19 women and 81 men for every 100, approximately how many are men? So we can say 202.5 because we're talking about basically, you know, a statistical average. We're not necessarily talking about a half of a person. So our answer is 202.5 men for every 250 members, okay? All right, so question number 6 is the library at school is organized by nonfiction, or fiction and nonfiction books. There are 3 nonfiction books for every 7 fiction books. How many total books are there if the library has 240 nonfiction books? All right, so this is another question that's a lot like question number 5. We have fiction books, we have nonfiction books, and then we have total books, okay? So we have our 2 parts and our whole. So let's figure out, it says there are 3 nonfiction for every 7 fiction, right? How many total books? So it's asking for how many total are there if there are in the library if there's 240 nonfiction. So we would need nonfiction to total. So let's get our total and our ratio first. We have for every 3 nonfiction plus 7 fiction is equal to 10 total. Okay, so for every 3 nonfiction we have 10 total, and for every 7 fiction we have 10 total. All right, so let's look. We need how many total books to nonfiction books. So let's build our ratio as 3 nonfiction to 10 total is equal to, all right, if we have 240 nonfiction, so 240, I'm just going to write NF, nonfiction, and it says how many total, so X total. So we're looking for how many total books are in this library, okay? All right, so we have our cross product. We're going to say 240 times 10, so 240 times 10 is going to be 2,400. And 3 times x is just 3x. If we do our cross products here, okay? So then we divide by 3, because it's with the variable on both sides. So divided by 3 gives me 800. So it looks like I have 800 total books. It's a lot of books. Alright, so let's do question number 7 and 8 here. Question number 7 says, Westside Middle School sold raffle tickets as a fundraiser. The tickets were priced for $5 for 20. How many tickets did the school sell if it brought in a revenue of $2,500? And revenue means how much did they make money-wise. Alright, so the tickets are priced at 5 tickets, so 5 tickets, right? Let's link those together, 5 tickets for $20. And the question is how many tickets if the school sold made $2,500. So let's do money. So $20 for 5 tickets is equal to, well, this is money, so it goes on top to $2,500 for X amount of tickets. And how many tickets is what we're looking for. So there's no having to do part whole for this one. It's just straight up money to tickets. So we have our ratios, our proportions set up here. And we're going to say 20 times X is 20X. And 5 times 2,500, so let's say 2,500 times 5 is equal to 12,500. Okay, so 12,500, and you're going to divide by 20 on both sides. Divide by 20, and you have 625. So it looks like they sold 625 tickets, because that's what our X is. Alright, awesome. Okay, and our last one is adult and student tickets at the high school basketball game are sold each week. For every 2 adult tickets, 7 student tickets are sold. How many total tickets were sold if 92 adult tickets were sold? So this one is a lot like numbers 5 and 6. We have student, we have adult, and then we have a total. Alright, so let's say this is for every 2 adult tickets sold, there was 7 student tickets, okay? So 2 adult to 7 student. So those are 2 parts, okay? And then it says how many total tickets. So it's looking for the total amount of tickets if we have 92 adult tickets sold, okay? So let's say 2 student, or sorry, 2 adult. If you can't read that, it's hard to read. AD plus 7 students is equal to 9 total. So 9 total tickets. So that's our part, and our whole for our ratio, okay? So what are we looking for? It says how many total, so that's our X, if we have sold 92 adult. So it looks like we're doing 2 adult to, what was our total again? 9. 9 total is equal to, we have 92 adults, so 92 adult, and we're looking for how many totals? So X total. Okay, so that is the ratio, the proportions that we need to set up. So let's do our cross products. We have 2 times X is 2X, and 9 times 92, let's get our calculator. We have 9 times 92 is equal to 828. And we're going to divide both of those by 2. So divide by 2. And you get 414. So 414. Now what we're looking for? Total tickets. Alright, so make sure that you restate on all 8 of these, please, and make sure that you guys submit your work. You can bring it to the school and drop it off in the Dropbox. You can email it to one of your teachers. You can text it to your teachers, or you can text it to my number, or you can actually create a Google folder and put your work into the Google folder. And if you don't know how to do that, there is a video online on our Facebook page that will walk you step by step through how to install Google on your phone and create a folder and send us your work. So if you need anything, if you need any help, please call Mr. Norton or myself, and we will be here from 8 to 3 to help you. All right, you guys have a good evening, and I hope to see you soon.